Hey guys, what's up? Ice Rise here. Giving you another tank review. Also, before I do that, I got my account back. Yay. But was it really worth it? I became so fond of playing Gmod or War Thunder. No, I haven't played War Thunder in a while actually. But what I mean by that is I really don't play this that often. Well, I mean, I'm getting back into it. Believe me, I love this game. I want to see it do good. But I've noticed something with the RGN, or RNG, my bad. This gun is really accurate. I think it's like the most accurate gun you get on the Churchill. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. But it's a 0.3 accuracy. But I keep missing point blank ranges. Like, I mean, like, it'll go outside of the fully aimed reticle. So, yeah, I hope this doesn't turn into something that, like War Thunder, with the messed up battle rating system, just a whole bunch of bad there, but this tank's actually pretty good. I like it. It's actually my first heavy tank. I don't count tier 4 heavy tanks as heavy tanks. They're merely really slow medium tanks because they don't have good guns or good armor to be a heavy tank. This thing has 177 millimeters of armor. That armor is mainly right here. Maybe some right here, but the rest is a good bit of maybe 120. The weakness of this tank is its sides and rear and the entire turret. A KV-2 will have no problem penetrating your side or rear. So, and you will go up against those. So be careful. If you run into those, quickly get your front pointed at them because you do not want them to, be penetrating you. Because if they penetrate and they have high explosive, and that gun, their big, massive 152 millimeter howitzer, they're gonna ruin your day. They're gonna do 700 damage to you. But, so why do you want this tank? So obviously you go down to British heavy tank line. I'm not sure. When I got this thing sucked. It was slow. And I'm gonna show you something that's really bizarre. This original turret, this upgraded turret right here, only has 88 millimeters of armor at the best. This stock one has 101 millimeters of armor at the best. If you look there, it was sloped. It was harder to penetrate, but they got rid of it for this. For this. Look at that. That's no sloping whatsoever. I mean, sure, you're bound to bounce if you angle it, but seriously. The side armor is rubbish, so it's not good side scraping. What's it good for? I mean, I feel like the British knew this tank was gonna suck, because look at that. That's another gun sitting inside of it. That looks like a pretty powerful gun. But in World of Tank size, that gun doesn't exist. Same with the Lee. Or the B1. The B1 heavy tank, the tier 4 French, it has a gun sticking out of the front of it too. That gun actually seems like it'd be pretty good. The Churchill gun carrier, actually, is weird because look at that. It's big, bulky. And all they needed to do was really just take off this thing's turret, and there you go. Be a very nice tank destroyer, Oh well. This thing, when I first got this thing, it sucked. I wanted to sell it because it was slow. I got the turret, Put it on, expecting to be able to get the gun on. Bought the gun, and it said it was too heavy. Well, everything that you get is too heavy for this thing. From this point on, maybe except for the radio, but from the gun all the way up to the upgraded engine is all the way heavy. Only two things you can equip is only few is the radio, the upgraded turret, the 3-inch howitzer. I mean, I'm counting all the upgraded stuff there. You get this engine expecting, to put it on there, when really, you're like, yay, there we go, engine complete. Wait, what do you mean I can't put it on? That's what I was like. It pissed me off. So I had to, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. So I sold this thing. And then, there was the sale going on, so I bought it again. And I was like, wow, this thing's pretty alright. And then I started going slow. That's what killed me. Actually, a game I had I was trying to go back and reset the cap. Excuse me. When, it really didn't happen. I was just too slow, and they ended up picking me off. They were too close capping. They uncapped because they knew where I was. And I went off the radar, but they still they flanked me. They came right around my big British ass and just unloaded their autocannons into me. I mean, I had enough health, but I just couldn't catch them. I could have penetrated them, but my turret was too slow, or they would move right when they'd expel their clip. That's what made me regret this thing until I finally researched the tracks. When I got the tracks, this thing's better. Because not only you do not have this crap 2-pounder gun that penetrates 78 millimeters. You get this 6-pounder gun, which penetrates 105 millimeters. Still does pretty much no damage, but that's beside the point. That the British guns, like the 2-pounder, the 6-pounder, they aren't made for damage. If that sounds appropriate. They're made for penetration, high rate of fire, high accuracy, low aiming time. So, pretty good. And then you get the 6-pounder gun again. 110 millimeters of penetration. So, yeah, does 75 damage. Same damage as this has done, same damage that this has done. No, wait, my bad. Then you get the 75 millimeter gun. This gun is, I don't want to say it's bad. Only 91 millimeters penetration compared to this thing's 110 millimeters. Then you get the 75 millimeter Vickers H5. That's where this gun's at. 12.5 rounds per minute. Wait a minute. Is that a... Look at the damage. Not the rate of fire. My bad. The damage. Oh, Shiza. Well, that was the penetration. The damage is actually pretty good on this thing, though. It almost damages just as much as it penetrates. Only by 10. Obviously, the aiming time is shit. It sucks. This thing is horrible when it comes to its aiming time. Well, yeah, I mean, 75 millimeter guns pretty much are. You gotta get used to that. But, are you getting your money's worth? Because this thing will set you back about 300,055 credits. That's how much I did not pay for mine. I paid about 177 for mine. But, are you getting your money's worth? Well, see, this is the problem I was thinking of. I was torn between the KV-1 and this Churchill. I mean, I feel like the Churchill would be more fun to get to because Matilda you actually can do good in. Well, you will do good in, because it's a Matilda, depending on your circumstances. The T-28, you sort of have to think, because you have no armor. Fast, but no armor. Good gun. So, you're just thinking, which one's worth it? I mean, when I saw how much armor this thing had, I'm like, yeah, this thing's worth it. I wasn't paying attention to how fast this thing would go, because I was like, yeah, dude, this thing weighs a couple hundred, really a lot. It weighs a lot. Alright, I'm gonna just give you a rundown of the stats. Sorry for rambling. 700 hit points, that's what the upgraded turret. That's actually a lot. More than the KV-1s, I can tell you that. It weighs pretty much 40 tons. Because all I need to do is just get some of this stuff right here, and this, and it'll be it'll weigh a little much. That means it only has a 350 horsepower engine, so it'll only see the daylight of 25.7 kilometers per hour. But this thing has it won't show it probably. Horsepower per ton. It doesn't show it, but it has a very poor horsepower per ton. This thing goes up hills like. This thing sucks at going up hills. Like the hill on Himmelsdorf. People are like, hey, you, in the Churchill, can you go up the hill? No, I can't. Why not? Because the Matilda will get up there before I will. So, this thing, it'll see speeds of 30 kilometers downhill. That's pretty fast for this thing. And that weight, when you're going downhill, will most definitely help you when you're ramming someone. It has a really good, I already went through the armor, right? It has a really good view range for a tier 5 heavy tank. 350. Signal range, meh. It's actually on the poorer side. Is there anything that I can tell you? Don't let the enemy flank you. If you're coming around a corner and you know there's heavy tanks there, start turning this tank immediately. I made the poor decision of not doing that. What that meant was all the KV-2s and the TOGs could fire at me, because they had 2 TOGs and 2 KV-2s. And I came around this side facing at them, and the first shot the one KV-2 fired hit me right here. Did not that much damage actually, but it blew my tracks off, which meant everyone else can fire at me. So I was basically, and I couldn't shoot at them because, look at that. That's how much the gun, that's a lot you need to pop out at. But if you angle this thing, hopefully you don't need to side scrape that thing. You will not do good because it is very poor armor. This thing's mainly a breakthrough tank. If you're dealing with, people who aren't smart enough to aim for your turret, well, you have enough health to deal with it if they hit your turret. But don't count on your armor or your turret armor or your health to save you, because at the end of the day, if a KV-2 catches you at the side, he will plant one into you, and he will do full damage, because only 63 millimeters of armor. Alright, I've been rambling on enough, so let's go see how good this thing does in a battle. Hopefully I can get a tier 5 game, because those things are the best, because, again, you'll do good. Okay, actually, I have to end this video here. Sorry, guys. Screw it. I'll give you guys a game, because I have some time. My bad. Yeah, I should have thought about time-wise when I did this video. I gotta drink my Coke here. Oh, that's good. It's tier 6 game, technically. There's only about, there's only a couple tier 6s on enemy teams. They have a Churchill one. We have a Churchill one, which is me. Okay, so, let's see how good this thing can do. It's a tier 6 game. I already said that. Look how fast that gun reloads. Look how... people may be like, dude, this thing turns amazingly. Well, it only turns 22 degrees per second. The reason you're seeing it turn so good is because it's just so freaking slow. This thing will... Again, this thing is super slow. That's what's killed it for me. The KV-2 goes faster than this thing. But... just because you're slow, look, me and Matilda, we're going at a race. He's winning. Oh no, tree. Okay, the tree will slow me down a lot. See, if you look down at my speed, I don't know if you can actually see it. The quality is going to be very horrible. I went back to Evolve because I got this thing called Overwolf, but they wouldn't let me post videos, even though I said it would. They said, something's up with my Google account. I checked my Google account and it said my Google account has been suspended for trying to upload videos on an unknown source. So, yeah, got rid of that. Went back to Evolve. Evolve's not that bad, it's just the quality sucks. If Evolve could make their quality better, you could actually watch my videos in peace. Seriously, I mean, I don't know if you're gonna see it, but this quality is horrible. Oh, enough ripping on the quality of my recording stuff. I'll just get a different one. But, oh shit, KV1. Okay. He didn't take a shot at me. Okay, 6. Let's just park this thing in the cap circle. Wait, am I seeing the cap circle? Oh dear lord. That was an M44. Not sitting here because he had 2 more artillery. The M44 though, did you see the rate of that arc? He's got to be near here somewhere. Hoping that view range can spot something for me. Probably not. So, I'm expecting this Churchill to come right around this corner. Got a kill. Hey-oh. Alright guys, this tank does get fun sometimes. I've done this video here. I'll tell you in the next video if this was a defeat or a win. But, I gotta go. So, yeah. See you guys in the next video. Bye. See you in the next video. Sorry, that sounded rude.